look at your financial condition now, as opposed to waiting more and more time going by, because nothing is going to change. Most of our jurisdictions have only few sources of income. Sales tax, TOT are going to be decimated. The entire country expects substantial drop in GDP. We're in this together. Make sure that you address your needs across the board with all of the stakeholders in order to be able to get out of it on the other end.
Top of mind, of course, right now is tapping into state and federal recovery resources. Likely those will not be sufficient to close the gap. Local government stakeholders need to be engaged, focusing on the collective interests with the paramount mission of serving the public being advanced, especially with regard to more vulnerable and underserved communities. Future years' property taxes are likely to be negatively impacted. Local governments may be unable to repay internal borrowings before the end of the year when they need to do so. They cannot allow employees to come to work if they know that the local public entity will be unable to pay them. Fund balances do not necessarily equate to available cash. Existing financial information, budget information, audits, it's critical that it be accurate. Local governments have a number of things that they can and should do, including evaluate significant sources of revenue and expense categories to understand vulnerabilities, pinpoint the major revenue streams at risk, focus, because it's so important, on cash collection, and then consider the effects of what's going on various funds. Of course, first there's a general fund, potential reduction in commercial usage, the impact of stay-at-home orders. Now, upon establishing policy, identifying potential impacts, and engaging with labor and other key creditor groups, local governments should be prepared to take early action, including placing contracts not critical to the government's mission on hold, reducing capital spending, having local businesses jump in to cover gaps in services where that's possible and economic, reducing personnel costs, such as potentially eliminating leave cash outs, placing planned wage increases on hold, and considering implementing furloughs. Chapter 9 is part of the bankruptcy code for governmental entities. It provides a framework for local public entities to restructure debt and other obligations. The likelihood that payment and other obligations will be suspended during a Chapter 9 case and may be reduced can create an environment that leads to negotiated changes. And those changes may be adequate to avoid Chapter 9 altogether, to continue to provide essential services while working out a plan to adjust its obligations. If a proactive approach is not taken, it may become necessary for a local public entity to engage in debt restructuring. Hopefully, a collaborative approach is taken with stakeholders to reach common ground, protect essential services, and continue to promote the public good.